Hi guys, today I'm going to walk you through 4.5 Spiral Abyss. Today I'm going to be using Farina team with Kazuha as the main and Raiden National um, updated build. As you can tell, this Spiral Abyss is a bit harder than the previous Spiral Abyss, but it's still very doable with this team. First, when you come in, try to go and tackle the monster on the side and basically burst them down. Do not be afraid to use Kazuha when you try to kill them because his jump is extremely useful in order to group them together and burst them down. They're dying pretty fast within a few seconds already because all of my characters are really well built. And as you can tell, Jean is probably one of the main carry here, and she keep everyone burst highly up because she's using a noblesse. So that buffed the entire team. And you can tell Maria and Sola, they are very soft and easy to kill as long as you'll be able to group them together using Jean's burst or Jean's E skill and Kazuha jump. As long as you be able to group them, those two will not be able to do any damage to your HP as you can tell, and it gives them no chance in order to harm you or your team. Do not be afraid to use your burst. They're very easy to kill despite what people think. See, when I group them together with Jean E and also Kazuha E jump like that, they have no chance to kill you because they could barely stand their ground. So just use your E skill and also Jean's E skill. So it should be a very easy do. And the J Plume Terror Shroom is also extremely easy to kill. All you have to do is just burst them down. And as long as they don't get into like the state where they can use a lot of slash and run, you can also try to kill them. So just go ahead and burst them down. It's pretty easy and self-explanatory. I'm saving my burst for the next round, so basically most of my Q skill or burst skill are already up by the time I get to my second chamber. This time I'm using an elemental burst buff, and when you try to do this, try to go into the far corner all the way at the end, and then all the enemies will follow you. So as you can tell, I use Jean to group them together and burst them down using Kazuha E and also Kazuha Q. This gives them no chance to attack you once you group them together and use elemental reaction. And you might want to stay in the same place and do not chase after the Whopper Flower. Let them teleport to you. When they teleport to you, you're going to be in the same place and you can burst them down really easily using Kazuha E skill and Q. And for this phase, there's some rocks in the bottom that's trying to take your HP away, so watch out for that. But as long as you stay inside Jean's burst, your HP will not be damaged. So try using Jean's burst as much as you can and also burst yourself out of the animation cancel. So as you can see, I grouped them and also I used the healing skill from Jean's Q. That's basically the main point of this exercise because it's extremely useful in order to keep yourself alive. For this phase, it's pretty easy as well, and you've worked on mechanical array before. If you haven't fought them, it's pretty easy as long as you be able to burst them down easily inside Bennett's circle. This perpetual mechanical array is a bit tanky, but it's not that hard to kill as long as you have Raiden National or somebody with a really high nuking ability. You could also use Hu Tao as well if you have Hu Tao, but I choose to use Raiden National because it's probably my best team. And also my Xiangling is probably doing the most amount of damage here because I did put Staff of Homa on her, and that's extremely strong as a weapon for her. And try to follow the mechanical array that has the yellow ring aura around it if you were to fight this animal, because that's the one that you want to kill, um, not the other machine parts. Once they get to this phase, follow the one that has the yellow bulb inside, like the one I'm hitting. As long as you see numbers sort of flying outside of the mechanical array, that's the one you need to kill. So that's an easy 3-star. And the last and final phase, that's the hardest one in my opinion. Um, it's not impossible to do, but this phase I find a bit of a struggle trying to keep my health up using this team. You could have done it with another team, I know, but I just wanted to test my limit and be able to utilize this team for this phase. So as you can tell, Jean is keeping everyone's health really in good shape by using her burst, and as long as you're inside Jean's burst circle, you won't get killed. So you just have to burst them down, and as you can tell, I utilize my skill and my burst continuously without any stop. And that's how you'll be able to chip away at the dirt of Copelia health. Just watch out for some of the air struggle and the air whirlpool because it will suck your life away. You see my Kazuha almost got killed there in a moment, and Jean is basically saving him from dying by using her burst. Yeah, this is a pretty hard phase, and I could have done this with another team, but I really, really like Farina and also Kazuha as a main DPS and a good support. So I really like using this team despite what everyone think, because he has worked wonder for me, and I triple crown Kazuha for that reason. Yep, and we finished the first phase. Now the last phase, this is basically a plunge damage kind of floor. So you have to keep plunging, and as you plunge, you also recover some of your energy as well. So you could do that. Make sure you put on Shincho rain sword so that way you can protect yourself from getting damage. So once you do that, you just kind of have to burst them down once you regain your energy. My Xiangling is not getting her energy back on time, but that's okay. Raiden could actually help her with that. And also make sure you dodge the yellow ring that appears underneath, because if you don't, that will also chip away of your life points. So try to dodge that whenever like you see a yellow ring in the bottom. And as long as you have Bennett circle up, you'll be just fine. Raiden National is just such a good team that I could never stop using it because it just like remained undefeated for like so long. So, I barely made it in this floor, but simply put, I think it was a good run, and I made it in just a nick of time in order to like 3-star the last floor and 36-star the abyss this time around. I would say this abyss run is harder than normal abyss run in the previous recording, but it's not impossible to do. So now I'm going to walk you over my build. My Farina is basically 1 to 2 ratio. She is carrying mostly free-to-play weapon, and I built an HP goblet in her. With talent, I double crown her. Kazuha, and also Yelan and Jean, basically they're the core of my main support. And Jean is using a sacrificial sword with a buff from the Noblesse Oblige. And Yalan is energy recharge is 180. I think she's doing pretty good. And she's using an Emblem of Sever Fate. I could have had a better Hydro Cup for her, and I forgot to put it on her, but I think that's okay. Kazuha, I built him as not a support, but a main DPS with a 1 to 2 crit ratio, and he crit mainly all the time using a J cutter. So that is my build for Kazuha. I triple crown him because I love Kazuha so much. I love his lore, I love his gameplay, I love everything about him. And this is Raiden. I put a Primordial J Wing Spear on her, and she able to do like a really good amount of damage as well. As for my Bennett, is pretty much a Noblesse build and high energy recharge, 212. Uh, Aquila Favonia and energy recharge, and I did C6M. And Xiangling, I updated her with Staff of Homa and 171 ER as well. She's doing a lot of damage for her Q, so I don't mind at all giving her the best of the best. And my Shincho, of course, you can't live without Water Boy. He is pretty good using Sack Sword and Emblem of Sever Fate, D6, and Double Crown. And that's it, guy. If you like this video, please like and subscribe as I make more video content. And feel free to leave a comment if you find this is really helpful so I can make more build for you guys. Thank you.